Taekwondo. Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how to practice 4-direction punch known as Saju Jirugi in Korea. Saju Jirugi was introduced to white belt practitioners or very beginners who just started Taekwondo training. Many people, especially beginners, mistakenly thought that Saju Jirugi is one of the 24 ITF patterns because it's very similar to pattern. But this was officially introduced as a fundamental exercise which will help them to develop their movement in future. First, I will show you how this fundamental exercise looks like, so that you may have some idea or concept before we get into the technical context. Let's start it. As you can see in the demonstration, it has 14 movements, and this 14 movement was a combination of two techniques, which is walking stance middle flying punch and walking stance forearm do. And if you are not so sure about these two techniques, I will recommend you to go to my channel and have a view of these two techniques video. Always check the correctness of these techniques with your instructors or refer to the ITF Taekwondo encyclopedia, which is written by our general choice before you started to train it regularly. Once you're familiar with these two techniques, you may combine them as a simple exercise in this sequence. Move forward with walking stance in the front punch. Then move backward with walking stance forearm do. It seems very easy, but it contains a lot of details. First, we need to drop our body down slightly. Then extend the opposite hand in relax. Then make sure our body fat well balanced. Rising our body while we're moving forward. Pull the opposite hand back. Then accelerate the punch sharply. Make sure the punch and the foot finish in together. Immediately, we continue moving backward and drop our body down slightly again. Then find the balance. Cross our waist to waist. Make sure you don't cross the waist too high. Maintain the shoulder in relax. Then accelerate the low block immediately. Make sure the body postures and facing in the correct position. And remember to move your feet in the upward line. Okay. Practice this until we can get correct rhythm and practice it in different hands. As you can see before, all the movement was done in 4 different directions, so that we call it 4-direction punch. The turning process of each different direction actually confusing a lot of Taekwondo beginners. So now I will demonstrate how to turn it correctly. Before we start, we can use some tools to help us in this training. We can use a tape or anything to mark down the foot position. Then just forget about our hand. Just focus on the footwork. This can help beginners to concentrate on the turning or pivoting process. We can put our hands on the waist. Step on the marker with the left foot. Then performing a right walking stance forward. Remember the outward line it is now. Then we pull the leg halfway back towards the right leg Don't overpull your leg towards the rail. Okay, just halfway. Then keep the balance, maintain your upper body in a half face. Do not overturn. Okay, execute the left walking stance simultaneously with pivoting your right foot on the markers to the designated direction. Okay, again. Okay, you may move forward again. Continue repeat the motion. Repeat the movement until you used to it. Once everything ready, we can start implement our punch and block in this movement. Saju Jirugi. So this is 4-direction punch or Saju Jirugi for this lesson. If you have any questions or suggestions, you may drop down your comment below. I will answer it as I could. Don't forget to subscribe and like my channels so that you will get the latest update for the new lessons. Thanks for watching and Taekwon.